Good morning, students. Today, let us discuss regarding the subject rehabilitation and retrofitting of structures. And the subject code is 17CV 753. Okay. We know the importance of the subject, that is rehabilitation and retrofitting of structures, which is very important. And every civil engineer should know the basic, at least some of the basic knowledge of subject. So, with respect to syllabus, the course outcome generally after the listening to this entire module 1, okay, which is coming under the 17 CV 753, the students can understand some of the things, that is some terminologies like repair, what is the meaning of repair, what is the meaning of retrofitting, and what is the meaning of rehabilitation and strengthening. And for that, we can study the durability of concrete and durability of structures. And we can study regarding the distress and deterioration of concrete structures and what is the general causes for the deterioration of structures and the different causes for the deterioration of concrete structures. Okay, listening to this specific session, what we are calling as session 1, in this, after listening to this session, the students can understand some of the basic definitions such as repair, retrofitting, rehabilitation, and the distress and also deterioration. After that, the students can understand the regarding the durability of structures. Next, coming to our syllabus, we are having some of the general. In that, we are going to study the introduction and definition for repair, retrofitting, strengthening, and rehabilitation. After that, we are having the physical and chemical causes of deterioration of concrete structures. After that, at last, we are having evaluation of structural damages to the concrete structural elements due to earthquake. Okay. After listening to this entire module, we are having the knowledge of all these. That is some of the basic definitions and different causes for the deterioration of structures. And at last, we are going to study the evaluation of structural damages to the concrete structural elements due to earthquake. Okay. Let us go one by one. First, let us go to the introduction part. We know the concrete is most extensively used construction material. We know without the concrete, we cannot assume the structures today. You know, some of the structures is built by using the steel. Apart from that, the most commonly used material is concrete. So generally, the concrete can be used for from small structures to the big structures. Okay, such as for example, we are using the concrete for railway sleepers. We are using the concrete for small poles, and we are using to the we are using to construct the pipes, and we are using to building the huge structures like bridges, buildings, and others also. So we know the as the concrete is very weak in very strong in compression, okay, but weak in tension. So some past so many years we are giving the much importance only on the compressive strength of concrete. Okay, this is the main reason. That means the concrete is having very huge compressive strength. The concrete is used as a component, as extensively used construction material. But in other side, we are going to neglect the durability of the concrete. Okay, that means from past and even at the present times, we are giving much importance on the only on the compressive strength of concrete, but we are in the other side, we are going to neglecting the durability of structures. So this is the main reason for the deterioration of concrete structures. Okay, that means we know in the lower semesters we have studied the durability of concrete and all, that how the the things which affects the durability of concrete. So this is the main reasons that the distress and deterioration of the concrete structures will happen. So nowadays, as we are not giving much importance on the durability of concrete, we have to do the proper maintenance, repair of constructed structures. Next, coming to the durability of structures, as we are telling, the durability of concrete we have studied in the lower semester, that is the subject concrete technology. Just let us discuss regarding the durability of concrete. So the concrete is said to be durable if it withstands the condition for which it has been designed without deterioration over a period of years. That means when if we design a concrete, so the concrete is said to be durable if it withstands the conditions. That means for a particular type of structures, we are going to we are going to design or we have to define the concrete. So that concrete should satisfy the its requirement over a period of years. That means for the lifespan of its structures, the concrete should be withstand for that condition. This is the meaning of the durable. We know the some of the causes for the durability of concrete. That means the some of the causes which reduces the durability of concrete, that is it may external causes and also internal causes. That means external causes is nothing but the reduction of the durability of concrete externally, like weathering, temperature, compression, etc. And internal cause is nothing but which reduces the durability of concrete internal. That is some of the chemical action which develops inside the concrete mass. For example, some of the acid attack, alkali aggregate reactions, alkali silica reactions, and some other chemical actions. So these are some of the factors which influence the durability of concrete, that is water cement ratio, curing period, cement contents and its properties, aggregates, mixed design, workability, admixtures, thermal incompatibility, transition zone, and environmental interactions. We know the these are some of the factors. That means we know how actually the water cement ratio will affect the durability of concrete. That means if we use the more water cement ratio, the strength will also reduce. Parallelly, the durability of the concrete will also reduce. So that coming to the curing period, if we do the proper curing, the shrinkage problems will reduce. So that and due to the which develops due to the hydration, the heat of the hydration process. So we should do the proper curing, which increases the durability of the concrete. Next, cement content and its property. So that for a particular type of structures, we should use the proper cement. That means what type of cement we require. For example, for general buildings, okay. And for example, if it is underground water, what is the type of cement we have to build on? All those things, the durability will affect. Next, similarly, we're having aggregates, workability, admixtures. Okay. So next, coming to the basic terminologies with respect to this subject. So distress and deterioration is the two main terminologies we should know. So distress is nothing but it can be defined as damage occurred in the concrete structures. Okay, so what is the meaning of distress? It can be defined as damage occurred in the concrete structures. That means the initiation of the deterioration of concrete structures. For example, if we apply the load, what happens due to the overload or due to the reduction in the durability of concrete? So some of the cracks will develop. That initiation is nothing but the distress. Further, the distress is increases, it reaches its deterioration portion. Okay, that means the initiation of the deterioration is nothing but we can call it as distress. Okay, next, coming to the deterioration, a change of original state of any material through the interaction between the object and factor of destruction. That means the deterioration means what? Generally, the structure will deteriorate. That means we have to go for the different technique. For example, after it completely distress, that means it completely loses its strength, we have to go for the some of the retrofitting and also the rehabilitation method. So this is the deterioration. Next, coming to the definition of repair, we know in the generally the common people also know what is the meaning of repair. That means, for example, the small modification of the structures. Okay, small part. For example, any patchwork. For example, we are doing some of the plastering work at corners like that. And if we have any small cracks, we can fill it by doing the oh, what by doing the plastering things like that. For this work, we are calling as repair. Next, coming to the rehabilitation. Rehabilitation is doing for the fully deteriorated. That means, for example, it loses its strength. So you have to bring back the subject. We have to bring back the structure to its original strength. Okay. In some of the case, to increase the strength of the structure is also you are going to do the rehabilitation. Next, coming to the retrofitting, if once the structures get distressed or deteriorations, we are doing some of the techniques to bring back to its original strength. There will be difference between rehabilitation and retrofitting. So retrofitting is generally doing for the deteriorated structures, and rehabilitation is doing not only for the deteriorated structures to improve the strength or to improve the or to develop the structure to use the different conditions also. For that, we are going to do the rehabilitation. But retrofitting is doing only for the distressed elements to bring back to its original strength. Generally, the retrofitting term is used to protect it from earthquake, high winds, and floods. Next, coming to the durability of structures. So, durability of structures can also be defined same as the durability of concrete. That means if it is designed for some of the particular thing, it has to withstand for its surface. Okay, that is the meaning of the durability. So, durability of structures is also same thing. If we design a building for a particular type, for a particular usage of that, for a particular duration, the structure should withstand for that. Okay, for example, we are constructed a building for example, we are for library for around 50 to 50 years. So the structure should withstand for that purpose and also for the lifespan. For that, we are calling as a durability of structures. So the durability of structures is also reduces due to some of the causes. So let us see the causes of distress in the concrete structures. So these are the some of the general causes for the distress, that is faulty design, inferior materials, poor constructional practice. Next, we are having environmental effects, chemical effects, interstresses, and mechanical causes. So we know the meaning of faulty design. For example, while doing the mix proportion, if we are doing the wrong mix, this is so just we can go through regarding the causes of the distress. So the main important here is faulty design, and we are having chemical effects and also the internal stresses and also the mechanical. Okay, these are the different causes of the distress in concrete structures. So we can observe the how actually the structures will deteriorate. Here by the age by year, I have fixed one photo here. At 2006, it initiates as distressing here. Okay, that means already some of the cover, the steel is exposed because of the cover is spoiled. Okay, so here the reinforcement is exposed. If once the reinforced is exposed to the environment, what happens? The corrosion will initiate. So day by day, of 2007, the some more portion will get spoiled, and at last the building will become too young. So here we can observe this is a small. I think this is one small regular RCC structures. So here the cover will not provide properly. The reinforced is exposed to the environment. So if once the reinforced is exposed, automatically the corrosion will initiate. Ultimately, the structure will deteriorate. So this is regarding the basic things of the repair, rehabilitation, and the durability of the concrete structures. So in the next session, we are going to study the causes for the deterioration of concrete structures.